Hi there, my name is PG805 and I'm here to teach you how to program in Minecraft. First, a little bit about why I'm putting together this tutorial. When I first decided that I wanted to learn how to program in Minecraft, I looked around for a tutorial and I couldn't find one, so I thought would put together my own. Um, this tutorial is for everybody who wants to learn how to program in Minecraft, or really for anybody who wants to learn how to program in general. No previous experience is necessary. I'm going to start at the beginning. If you do have previous experience, I still recommend watching these first few videos because programming in Minecraft it's not like programming in other languages, um, like Python or Java. It's not like your normal object-oriented programming. The first topic that I would like to discuss are commands themselves. Commands make up the building blocks for programming in Minecraft, and they're a necessary foundation for every other topic that I'm going to talk about and make a video about. And so with that, let's get started. So what is a command? Well, to answer that, we have to talk about what is programming. So programming involves two concepts: data and how to manipulate that data. In most languages, that involves variables or lists, some way to store this data, and then using some sort of function to manipulate that in some way. So the question is, here we are in Minecraft, what is the data? Well, the data is the world itself. More specifically, the world is every entity in the world or every block in the world. And commands are how we're going to interact with that. Um, let's get the hub up there, the GUI, graphical user interface. So the sandstone block is a piece of data. This player, myself, is a piece of data. Let's get a pig spawn egg out here. This this pig is a piece of data, and so we can use commands to modify them. Now, before we talk about commands, it's good to note that there's actually two ways to interact with the world, and the first is just playing the game. Um, destroying blocks, mining blocks, placing blocks. That's one way to interact with the world, but that's wouldn't be considered a very high level way of interacting with the world, if that makes sense. Um, for instance, let's say I want to change out this block all the way to this block. So that's 5 blocks, and then I get out this stone and I say, hey, I want to make all of this stone. Well, that took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clicks, or if I was holding it down, 1 click, but still I have to hold it down and walk in a specific way. Well, what if I told you I could do this in one fell sweep? So then I do slash fill. We'll set the block underneath me from 2. So we'll do 2. We'll do 5. We'll do this 1 block beneath me, and we will do Minecraft. We're gonna do polished andesite, and we will replace. Well, I kind of missed there a little bit, but you get the gist. Basically, we're transforming these blocks. Instead of having to destroy them, you can change areas, and you don't have to do like a line like this. You can do huge areas. So, for instance, let's do, and here I will just change the block beneath me this time. Let's change a 5x5 area. So it should change 25 blocks. And look at that, it makes a 20 block, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it actually changes from the block beneath me, so it counts this as a block. So it's actually 6 blocks. This is actually a 36 block square right here. That was a lot easier than actually mining out and placing all these blocks, wouldn't you agree? So you may have noticed we're talking about commands. How do you actually open up the command window? Well, it's just your chat box. So for most people, that's T by default. You just hit T, and then you start typing in your command. Every command begins with a slash. So you start off with a slash there, and you see the list of commands comes up. Let's start off with the help command. Help is always a good command to start off with when you're so that you can see all of the different commands here. Start go up to the top here. So it looks like you have your advancements, your clones, debug, execute. That's a big one. Game mode, game rule. That's another big one. Kill right here. Again, there's a lot of different commands, and you can see the list of it just by typing help. And now you may have noticed when I was trying to fill all these blocks, there's a second part to that. There's the command itself, and then there's all this stuff. All this. What is this? Well, these are the arguments that the command takes. What is an argument? An argument is the piece of data that you're going to modify, or the way in which you're going to modify that data. So, for instance, let's take this pig here. I want to modify this pig's position. Well, we have a command that does that. We have the teleport command. And so, if I type in type equals pig, see, and we'll talk about exactly what that argument means in a future video. But for now, just accept that that targets every single pig, which for right now we only have one. And I'm going to tell it to teleport up 100 blocks in the air. If you have a weak stomach, you might want to look away. So, what did I just do? I modified that pig's position to teleport it 100 blocks in the air, which then made it fall down. So, I took the argument and I told it how I wanted to modify that data. Now that you know that a command is how you interact with the world on a high level, and an argument decides how that command interacts with the world itself, I'm going to give you a little bit of homework. I want you to get into the game, open up a world, whatever world that you have that has commands enabled, and just play around with a few of them. See if you can't set your spawn without sleeping in a bed. See if you can't set the time without sleeping in your bed. See if you can give yourself some experience. See if you can give yourself a potion effect. See if you can't teleport yourself around a little bit. Just try out some of these commands. Try out a few of the different arguments, and see what you can do with them. Try to push the limits maybe a little bit. In 1.13, they actually introduced a lot of help with the commands in terms of showing you what arguments are actually needed. So it's actually a great time to get into programming in Minecraft and learning what a command is, because Minecraft itself is now actually helping you out quite a bit. So yeah, before the next video, just try out a few commands, any that you saw that interested you. Go down the help list and just see what commands you want to use. With that, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.